What is up, everybody? See Mike Ross in the chat. What's up, Mike? Asking about the DeSantis announcement. I think it is a net positive for everybody because DeSantis pulls out all of the rhinos, man. All of them, basically, are pulling for DeSantis. Ramaswamy and Tim Scott. Ramaswamy's the man, and he's got some super based, awesome points. I mean, he's sweet, awesome dude. Destroyed Don Lemon. I love that so much. But none of them got anything on Trump. It's not going to happen. And yeah, the technical difficulties. Edit Jeff was soiling himself with hilariousness when that happened. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to pop in. I had seen a new drop just happened from High Res, and I wanted to check it out first. So this is Based Freestyle. No one has recommended it. It just came out. And Rez actually followed me on Twitter. So maybe he'll see this. Who knows? But I didn't see that I could buy it anywhere. So Rez, get on that. Because I want to add it to the stream playlist for when I'm gaming. One second. Got a stream nacho. Okay. All right. Great. Mike, you said you're good friends with his buddies. Just haven't got the opportunity to speak with him. Okay. Sick. Awesome. Yeah, he seems really solid. I like a lot of his points. I don't agree exactly with his views sometimes, but he makes really good videos. Like super, super cool videos. And I've liked every one so far. So hopefully this one's in that category. Okay. Yeah. And I want to get to more of his songs, but, you know, it's just kind of been going through this hamster wheel all over the place with this playlist. Like I'm all over the place with the ones I'm doing. So let's check this out. Based Freestyle. I'm ready for it. My question is this a video? Oh, yeah, it looks like it's video. All right, let's see this.
FBI flagged slang terms Chad, based, red pill to target racially motivated violent extremists.
Yeah. Hang on. So I love that he's talking about the FBI getting like their list of just logically awesome terms, based, red pilled, all that, and saying that that's connected to extremism in some way. Totally laughable, just like the rest of the FBI. They're an embarrassment to everything. And my keen ear said that was Tim Pool, so that's pretty cool. Also, and I don't know if anyone saw, but Dan Bongino was on Tim Pool, and he was like, he got along with those guys right away. It seems like the kind of based, red-pilled, truther community is starting to merge into like one giant conglomerate with like the independents, the conservatives, the libertarians, and the just totally non-affiliated people who just have any basic moral ground are coming together as like one big group. So that was really cool to see. And Rez, I feel like, is definitely in that group. Yep, Mike, I see you say that was a Tim Pool clip. Boom. with Red Pill Man tubers. That sounds gross, but I don't know what that is.
Red Pill to target racially motivated violent extremists.
Yeah, y'all are just a bunch of clones, head glued to your phone. Swear right now I'm in my zone, I'm too grown for them little shots you thrown. Glass houses throwing stones, I'm from the ever talking on the internet. Go mess around and get you pwned. They all said I changed, man.
Okay, so now he sounds like a Xbox 360 chat room trash talker right now. He's talking about getting people pwned and calling them clones. So just nice rhyme scheme, but he's talking some trash here, and I appreciate that a lot.
To your phone, swear right now I'm in my zone. I'm too grown for them little shots you thrown. Glass houses throwing stones, I'm from the ever talking on the internet. Go mess around and get you pwned. They all said I changed, man, but I'm still the same man. I just switched the game plan, overcame the pain, man. Since the days of FaZe Clan, adapted to the rain, man. No haters got a temper, cause I'm finally getting banks, man. A bunch of propaganda sheep, the news keep.
Okay, yeah, I love that. He's talking about how he's getting a little bit of that cheddar, and then everyone's saying he's changed, whether he has or hasn't. But he's like, dude, I'm the same guy. And I remember there was a guy I went to high school with who is in the UFC. And I think he's in and out of the UFC. But he was in the UFC for a few fights. And so he, as soon as he got into there, started getting like accused of forgetting who he was, you know, like affiliated with back home. It's like, oh, you got big. Now you're too big for us and you don't care. And he's like, dude, I got like 5,000 messages in an hour, and someone's butthurt that he didn't respond to them directly. And I mean, even then, I thought that was completely stupid. But now, I mean, I get that my like Free Thinker React series has like closing in on 100 videos, and I'll get comments all the time on a bunch of the different videos. And some of them are like a direct question hoping that I respond. And some people really get upset if you don't respond. And then they're like, oh, so like you don't care about us kind of feeling. It's like, dude, no, it's just like, wow, I'm busy doing my thing, not caring about your feelings. So I definitely get it. I get what he's saying. And I'm like a nobody compared to even Rez. So that's truth. It's the red pill, just like pearly things, etc. Oh, okay. Hey, you know what? We'll pause and talk about this. You said not to be confused with the red pill man tubers. Andrew Tate is the red pill, like pearly things, etc. Yeah. Those. I mean, there's a lot of people that I get some good and some bad from. Andrew Tate's definitely one of those. There's a lot of stuff he says that just makes no sense. It's just like absolutely stupid, or it's super hypocritical, and it just like I don't get down with it. But then there's other things that are absolutely true, totally based, totally factual, and you're just like, okay, yeah, I get it. And I just feel like he's so far to the extreme of the opposite of what they're pushing that a little bit of that is good just so there's balance in the force. You get my drift. And the just pearly things, the pearl lady, yeah, she's in the same wavelength where like some of the stuff she says, I'm just totally not with it. And then a lot of it, you're like, okay, yeah, I mean, it's good that you at least exist as a counter. Same thing. Need balance to the force here, dude.
On the internet, go mess around and get you pwned. They all said I changed, man, but I'm still the same man. I just switched the game plan, overcame the pain, man. Since the days of FaZe Clan, adapted to the rain, man. No haters got a temper, cause I'm finally getting banks, man. A bunch of propaganda sheep, the news keeping y'all asleep. I'm 15 years deep, I don't wanna hear repeat. They tried to cancel me, God said nah, that's my masterpiece. Now things that I'm posting got the FBI tracking me.
Ooh, oh man, I'm listening to that whole thing again. That was nice. That's nice. He said he's 15 years deep. And he's like, okay, so first it starts with the whole bit about the media's bunch of propaganda clowns keeping us asleep. He's 15 years deep. And they want to cancel him, but he's saying I'm protected by God as like my masterpiece is here. And you can't touch me, basically. So that was really cool. I liked the way it flowed. The rhyme scheme was awesome. and we're definitely listening to that again. And Rez, I know what you mean. You got the
news, keep it.
The boys in blue checking out what you're checking out. Let's see.
Y'all asleep, I'm 15 years deep. I don't wanna hear repeat, they tried to cancel me. God said, nah, that's my masterpiece. Now things that I'm posting got the FBI tracking me. When the rap gets so soft, bunch of page shills sell, I swear they so lost. All these rappers must be transitioning cause they got no balls. Got my CEO, other than him, swear I got no boss. Fake.
Okay. Okay. Like, these guys are transitioning. I swear they got no balls. That's so rude. That's so not appropriate for the time, and I couldn't be more grateful. Oh man, that's so good. Also, I see he's like switching from he's in the like by the jukebox or whatever, and then he switches over, and he's where the hell was he? Well, now he's in the private jet. That's right. He was on the throne. So he switched over to being on the throne, and now he's on the private jet. And I'm curious if this is one of those, like, private jet set rooms, or if he's actually on a private jet. I don't know. But it is pretty awesome so far. I'm down with this song.
Cause they got no balls, got my CEO, other than him, swear I got no boss. Fake gangsters rapping about never snitching and snitching. Bunch of fake drug dealers that never been in the kitchen. Went from selling.
Woo! Oh man, he's like all these people. They're rapping about never snitching and snitching anyway. Tekashi, pretty sure that's a dig directly at the Rainbow Mafia guy. And then he's talking about how they brag about dealing and they've never been in the kitchen, and that goes back to what I talked about before, where there's a whole bunch of these rappers that are like straight-laced, silver spoon-fed college graduates, and then they're acting like they're hardened street thug dudes. It's brutal, and they're really damaging to these kids who come from those areas, and they just don't need to have that as a perceived role model. It seems like it's by design. It definitely is by design, but it needs to change. So I'm glad Rez is trashing them like it's back in the old days on Xbox.
Rapping about never snitching and snitching. Bunch of fake drug dealers that never been in the kitchen. Went from selling to sniffing like biting around these children. I'll never sell my soul and do the government bidding. I'm
sniffing like biting around children. You put that in there, Rez? That's crazy, dude. Oh man, it's always getting his fill. Always. Never enough. That was just so bad, man. But yeah, big respect. He's like, I will never do the government bidding. Not part of the propaganda machine. That's cool. I like it.
Selling and sniffing like biting around these children. I'll never sell my soul and do the government bidding. I'm the rap game, Alex Jones. Government been tapping phones. God walk.
I'm the rap game, Alex Jones. Government been tapping phones. This is based freestyle. Like, he's not wrong. This is aptly named. This is so funny and great. Oh. Sorry, I had like one meal today. Nachos. Okay, that's good.
And do the government bidding. I'm the rap game, Alex Jones. Government been tapping phones. God walking with me. I'm never on this path alone. Keeping God first, warding off imposters. I came from the side dirt before these YouTube boxers. I don't do it for acclaim. I hope this shit gets claimed. Hope the music hits your brain and takes your pain. Energy God sent to me is heavenly. I got this tang in my melody. Woo, that's the chef in me.
Okay, I like how he keeps doing the camera switches, the transition. I mean, that's a good, simple way to fade out and transition. But he's doing it cleverly, but he's doing the same thing each time. So I think that's really cool. And obviously, he's saying that he's on the righteous path, okay? Like, he is, I'm not comporting to all these idiots, all of these propagandists, all these evil people, all these people into this crappy garbage culture stuff. And he's like, I'm not backing down. He's like, I don't care if it gets claimed or whatever. I hope it hits you and then takes away your pain, because a lot of people feel like they're going crazy. They feel like they're on an island and they're the only one that thinks the way they do, but they're really in like a silent majority, like a giant silent majority that really need this kind of content to make them feel like they're normal. Because the world's gone crazy and a lot of people are just bottling it up and feeling like they're the crazy one. It's like, you're not, dude. You're totally not.
God said to me it's heavenly. I got this tang in my melody. Woo, that's the chef in me. The recipe, 5 Michelin stars, pick it apart. My rhyme like a kid's first kiss in the car. Writing rhymes while I sit in the dark. Listen, my heart has been in this since a kid that would kick it in parks. Before rap became Hollywood, before all the politics. Double XL became TMZ with the gossiping. Me and rap synonymous, homogenous, it's obvious. Young prophet, deep pockets, sharing all my profits with the ones who held me down back in the day. Channel the spirit of my family that's passing away. 12 years still hustling, thought my passion would fade. Death tried to take me, but I just laughed in his face. Ha, thought I had it figured out, clearer with my vision now. God had to sit me down and say my time isn't now.
Oh man, okay. So he's like, I got the mission and I've been at it forever, and he's like, my rap is homogenous and synonymous and all that with me. So he's flexing hard. He's saying that he's like, I'm not new to this. This isn't my first rodeo, but it is with this kind of purpose that he has behind the content. And it's good. It's righteous purpose. I appreciate it. A lot of people appreciate it. And it's frustrating that you have stuff that's this good. And it's like I think he had 4,000 views at the time that I pulled this up. I mean, I'm like fresh on the scene, but still, it should be viral instantly. It's really good.
Figured out, clearer with my vision now. God had to sit me down and say my time isn't now. Most my peers are making this far, can't believe I'm still around. More money, more problems, put them in a bigger house. Thought I had to be the richest and most famous, but I know rich people that choose to remain nameless. Managers and labels ruin artists every day, and fans say that you fell off if you were not as big as Drake. Not knowing that your soul is intact and you well off. I took a break, now I'm picking up where I left off. I'd rather
Okay, that's huge. That's huge. So he's saying that like your fans will say that you fell off a cliff and became irrelevant because you're not like as big as Drake. Essentially, if you don't hit the mainstream pop top level, then your people think you didn't make it, that you're not in the game. And he's like, dude, I took a break, now I'm coming back, but like I'm not hurting. Like I did good. I got 99 problems and I'm filling my house with more money. You know, I got a bigger house to fill with more money. So it's a very interesting take, but I agree. I'm just like, dude, yeah, if you're selling CDs, you're selling merch, you're selling concerts and venues, like you're making a little bit of money, especially if like it's you plus one, if it's you plus a CEO, your overhead is a little bit less. You know what I mean? So it's like he has the creative ability to make the stuff. He produces it. I don't know what level of like the team of editing and shooting and all that he has. But the less people that have their hands in the bag, the less it takes for you to live comfortably. And some of these people like him, like, you know, we talk about that with like Tom McDonald and his stuff. It's like a very tight knit team. And then they split the bag not that many ways. So it may seem like they're smaller than all these other people, but then they're actually bringing more in than these people who are signed in with the big labels, because they got a gajillion people's hand in the bag and they're just getting crumbs left at the bottom. That's what I'm saying.
The soul is intact and you well off. I took a break, now I'm picking up where I left off. I'd rather own my publishing and be my own publicist than go and ask the label if my vision fits the budget shit. Democrat, Republican, 2 wings of the same bird. Never trusted government with the fruits of my labor. Buzzing.
Ooh, okay. Democrat, Republican, 2 wings of the same bird. Never let the government, or never trust the government with fruits of my labor. There we go. That was very nice. I like it. Yeah, no, you don't need to trust anyone. I mean, I have like my position with policy. Other people have different opinions with their position of policy. But if you just generally don't trust then you're at least smarter, a little bit better historical knowledge. So I'm with him on that position for sure.
Republicans who wings of the same bird. Never trusted government with the fruits of my labor. Buzzing in my city before 20 Gordon Hayward. Skywalking on these clones like my name Darth Vader. No lightsaber, just a pen and a pad. My rhymes too cold. Tell the chef I'm sending them back. I've been in the lab.
Okay, I like the layered things. He's like, I'm like Darth Vader, but I don't have a lightsaber, just a pen and a pad. But my rhymes are so cold, I have to send it back. So, you know, he's like in the diner, sending it back after being. So I'm just like, you're picturing like Sith Lord Vader writing out some scribbles on the plate. And then he's like, no, this food is not acceptable. And then force choking the cook. Amazing.
Just a pen and a pad, my rhymes too cold. Tell the chef I'm sending them back. I've been in the lab, these rappers just a trend in the fad. Hip hop raised me, boy, I've been in my bag. Lauryn Hill is my mom, Jay Dill is my dad. I could kill your favorite rapper, make him piss in his pants. If he don't kill himself first with the pills in the act, I don't even need to try when I'm killing these tracks. I've been doing this on E, now I'm filling my gas. Almost lost the love now, but the feeling is back. Blow the roof.
Oh man, okay, he's like almost lost the love, but now the feeling is back. So he worked himself into a frenzy and then started to, you know, fall off. Which he was saying he didn't fall off. I'm not saying he did fall off, but he was losing the love, is what he's saying. Probably because it was a little bit off from what he's used to or what his passion is, but he just felt like he had to do a certain way. Just observation. But he's definitely, I mean, he's gearing up for some rivalries or diss battles or whatever. He's trashing everyone here. We'll see what happens with that.
On E, now I'm filling my gas. Almost lost the love now, but the feeling is back. Blow the roof off this building, no more ceiling intact. What's up, it's your boy High Res. It's been 3 years since I dropped an album. June 30th, Heaven Over Hollywood drops. And I just released 5 dates in my UK and European tour. July 22nd, Netherlands. I'm gonna be in Amsterdam performing live at the Melkweg. July 23rd, London. July 24th, I'm performing live in Manchester. July 25th, Dublin, Ireland. Glasgow, July 26th. Drop a comment down below so you can let me know which city to come to. Onlyforthefans.com, that's where you get your tickets. I'll see y'all on tour. Peace.
Okay, so he said it's been 3 years since he released an album. So he's been working on like independent singles for a while and not making entire albums. I guess that's kind of what that's all about. I like the end, how it just like dropped the beat and then it was just straight, you know, rhymes. So it was a flex song for sure, but it was a based flex song, based freestyle. I mean, I thought it was good. I definitely appreciated it. Rez, put it on Amazon so I could buy your song, dude. I want that in the gaming stream. All right? It's not in there. Couldn't find it. So you could comment with the link, and then I can put the link in the video. I'll pin it, dude. I'd do that. And I'll buy it. So come on. Hook everyone up. Okay, reading back. Rez said a couple weeks ago that he's been trying to find his rap passion for a while. He was demoralized after COVID and the political stuff he realized. Okay, so now supposedly has it back and he's doing his true stuff again. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, the Rona years really messed up everyone. Like, it didn't leave any stone unturned. So if that's his coping mechanism and now he's back, good for him. So really cool. But yeah, I wanted to check that one out on stream right away. So this was 4 hours in with 4,000 people who had seen it so far. So very cool. Sweet. All right, I bookmarked that in the stream. Now, the moment everyone's been waiting for, literally everyone. I mean, my thumbnail is second to none. Dagnar, what's up? I'm cracking open. It's going to be a beast right now. We are getting ready. Getting amped. About to bust open some Rocket League. Chat with people. See if anyone wants to possibly hop in for a bit. See if Keegan would accept me as a gaming partner. It's always a maybe. And then I'm going to get... Just give me the bat signal when you're ready. But yeah, we're going to be listening to some music from the reaction playlist. Excited about that. I just listen to that first. Next one. I don't want to listen to that. I want to listen to my library. There we go. Okay, boom.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Kyle H. Rittenhouse, not guilty. As to the fourth count of the information...
Yeah, Mike, what do you got? You got a question?
Find the defendant, Kyle H. Rittenhouse, not guilty.
Oh, Dagnar, sanded part of your knuckles off. That sucks.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Kyle H.
I know when I was changing a tire a little while ago, I mashed some gravel with my knuckles a couple times. That was fun.
The mob threatened Kyle's life, he got busy. It wasn't self-defense, man, y'all silly. Y'all just wanna burn the city, but it's not guilty. Shouldn't pop off, mess around and get knocked out.
Said I'm in general. Yeah, I'll pop in with you for a bit. Hang on. I'm gonna put you in I'm gonna put you in the game chat lobby though. I don't know if you have that, but I can make it invite. I don't do general because I don't want somebody to pop in and destroy my stream and freely. Oh, I think you popped in. So I think I gotta change my settings real quick. Hold up. I don't know why it does it every time. Voice and video. Yep, every time it changes this. All right, should be good now. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Yeah, the music stopped too. Yeah, okay, cool.
Sweet. Okay. Awesome.
Wait, no, the music is still there when you're hitting your... You must be having it, like, you have speakers playing music in the background.
Not really. It's through the Xbox. It might be because...
Oh, gotcha, okay. Gotcha.
Well, not Xbox, the PC, excuse me. But yeah,
Gotcha. So how do you think the DeSantis announcement went, or did you listen to it?
I didn't listen to it. I just saw, basically that it blew up, didn't work for like half the time, and then it started and it was fine, but it was like after a massive amount of glitching. So
Yeah, there was a few 100,000 people there, and then when it started like breaking, I tried to join. I joined, and then immediately it broke. So I apparently I caught it at the right time the same time as everybody else.
Gotcha.
And you couldn't get onto it, and it kept like freezing, and I was like, not really worth it for me to try to keep doing this again, so whatever. And then I heard his speech. Did you hear his announcement speech?
No, I didn't hear that. I just saw the ad, the generic ad that he put out.
Oh.
So how was that?
I think you should watch it or listen to it or whatever, because you're pretty much the same as me. Have I think like we both like Ron DeSantis. So I'll say a couple things. You agree or not at the end, okay?
Okay, sure. Go
I think
ahead.
we both agree that Ron DeSantis is a great governor. He's amazing, and I think he has really good policies. The only portion that he's lacking in is number one, conviction, and number two, like enthusiasm. Everything else he's great in. What do you think there?
I'd say also the like having his own views. He's got puppet masters from the donors. Like he'll switch up on a dime if they tell him to. So, and has switched up on a dime because he was told to. So, but yeah, as
Right.
far as being a governor, knocked it out of the park in Florida. He's been very good nonstop. So I can't hate on him for being a bad governor because that's just false.
Right. Okay. So I really would like to see you watch or listen to his announcement speech and see what you think, because I want to see if you got the same vibes that I did. And the vibes that I got, well, I'll tell you after you listen to it, because it's necessary to listen to, mainly because he's a competitor to Trump and he's a competitor to all the other Republican people. I think that we will be on the same page 100% if you listen to that.
Okay. How long is it? Just for asking, is it like an hour?
Well,
or is
it's
it
like the total announcement speech is like 7.5 minutes, but it's only like 2 minutes of statement.
Okay.
He goes a little bit longer than that, like with a couple of other things, but like you get the majority of it in the first like 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'll pull it up on another screen once this round's over.
All right.
Check that out. So like,
Yeah, the weird thing is, as a previous Democrat, I'm really excited for RFK,
sure.
and mainly because he has the same opinions, or I wouldn't say opinions. He has the same goals as the populist right.
Sure.
Even if the left wing doesn't want to admit it, he's a left wing candidate. He's a Democrat. He's a traditional Democrat.
Yeah.
Who has the same goals, the majority of them, as the populist right, and they hate that. And I think they hate him so much. They hate that so much because they're starting to realize like that we're not that different.
Yes.
If you get down to those like brass tacks issues. And their issues are so far crazy gone that it makes them look even weirder.
Yeah, no, it's true. Like he proves that Trump hijacked normal people from the liberal side because.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Right, like that.
Yeah.
That is absolute proof positive that that like Trump being a old school New York Democrat, like brought the old school New York Democrats to the right.
Yeah.
So, but
the weird thing is they shouldn't be on the right. They should still be on the left. It's just that
that left doesn't exist anymore. So that's right, correct. And so he's trying to like make that left exist again in some way. And so I love what he brings, and I love that he shows the mass corruption. He shows off the mass corruption, honestly, of the Democratic primary situation. Because like Biden, who everyone can't freaking stand, is getting, patty caked his way through the primary with like the worst approval rating ever. And then they're like, no, we can't even talk to RFK. We can't even share his stuff. He can't be interviewed. He can't debate, whatever. And then Trump's like, the more the merrier when Tim Scott says he's joining the campaign. You know what I mean? Like the contrast is so massive.
I mean, I think it was wrong for Trump to say that he didn't have to. Well, again, the media is kind of manipulating it. He said that I don't have to debate in the primary.
Right.
And he said, I don't even know if it's worth it, is kind of the way he said it. It wasn't exactly his words, but I understand that if there's no real competition, there's really no reason to debate because he's going to take the primary no matter what.
Right. There's no reason to debate. I mean, I agree totally with what you're trying to say with it, because like he should debate.
It's a different thing though. If you're a Biden and you have an RFK running, That's a huge difference.
Yes.
That's somebody who actually has policy that you like. The people probably want to hear. When's the last time we heard a new candidate jump to 20% immediately?
Right.
He's raising every day. He's well over 20%, probably getting close to 30%. I haven't looked at it recently, but the things he's saying are literally all the things the American people are talking about.
Yep.
Hey, let's not do wars. Let's, reduce inflation and reduce the cost of gas and reduce the cost of food. And let's talk about making the government smaller in whatever ways we can. Yeah. And how can any Democrat, especially Biden, honestly, get into a debate with him and say like, oh no, the government's not, the government could be bigger.
Right.
The fucking CIA killed his uncle.
Yeah.
And his dad.
Right. Like there's no like what? Right. Like for real. So he's not gonna be that guy. So I've heard some of the stuff that he says, and I'm not really on his side on a lot of policy issues, but I'm 1,000,000% on his side with a lot of the conspiracy issues. So I'm just like, oh, like you want to talk about big pharma and like how they're skating around with these like horrible tests that they're basing their like approvals on, and I want to talk about the CIA and the other agencies, often presidents and people of interest that are exposing bad stuff. It's like, oh yeah, dude, my like Red Pill Dungeon Jeff is voting for RFK. Okay, like that's kind of where I'm at with him. So
my first question is,
go ahead.
How many Jeffs are there?
It grows, man. Like it's a bunch. Because I made Cyber Jeff the other day, so with AI.
Okay.
That was.
I guess it's good to know. I gotta create a spreadsheet for all the Jeffs.
Can we pop out for a second? Okay.
So one thing you probably didn't hear, and that nobody's reporting on it, which is really fucking weird. There's like 6 new studies that came out talking about the same thing.
Okay.
Apparently, the spike protein from COVID and from the jab have one side effect that has just been found out, basically, and they did studies on it and found out, like, it's proof positive, 100%. It's destroying one specific strain of microbiota in our guts.
Okay.
And if you don't know, the microbiome in your gut is one of the most important things in your life. Like if your gut's not working properly,
determines your
nothing else
entire
functions.
Health, basically. Okay, hang on a second. Is this the like CBS News 2-minute DeSantis launches bid? Now that looks like that's
let me see if I can find. It was. I think the video itself was about 7 minutes long. Give me
I'm
one
just
second.
seeing people complain about it. I'm not seeing the actual thing. So I don't want to hear what MSNBC has to say about it.
Tim actually played the only part that was relevant on his show earlier. I think it was Timcast. Let me see if I can find that specific one, because that one actually has just the part you need to hear. And his input on it is kind of why everybody thinks it's a problem.
Right.
So it kind of adds to it.
Yes, RG, you want in? Hey, do you want the champ back that we played with before? Yes, RG. Let me get you, or let me know when you're in. And Dagnar, don't think I haven't seen about you grinding knives for your Ren Fair. I don't know what a Ren Fair is. I've heard Ren Fair.
All right, I'm gonna send you a video on Twitter.
Okay.
Started at 7:57.
Amazing. Yeah, let me get that to me.
And just play the little small clip that he does until he stops it, and then you can understand why it's good, but also it's really bad.
Right.
Just
Okay, you
not.
said 720 something.
By all measures.
756.
756. Okay. There, let me get here and invite RG Beans real quick. Oh, no, I don't want to cancel. I want to add. There we go. Did I, RG, did we not invite you? Did we not add you as a friend? This is ridiculous. It is RG Beans in here, right? RG. Oh, of course, it's not RG Beans. Already friends with that player. Okay, why is it not pulling up then? Do you have one of those, like, I don't let people know that I'm online things going on? It's not pulling you up here. Hidden. Are you a hidden person? I'm on your list. I'm right there, bro. Oh, I see you now. That was not there before. That was not there before. Okay. But that's cool. Thank you. He's in green near the top, Dagnar. Thank you. Okay, I got Dagnar letting me know. Mike's in. He's in. All right, we're going to do some competitive threes. Are you good to go? Okay. So I'm going to hit play on this so we can hear it. And
I'm going to play this for you. I'm ranting too much. I want to play just this quick clip, and I want to show you Barack Obama, all right? Redheaded libertarian captured the full presidential announcement. I'll only play a quick little bit for you. Listen to this.
Well, I am running for president of the United States to lead our great American comeback. Look, we know our country's going in the wrong direction. We see it with our eyes and we feel it in our bones. Our southern borders collapse. Drugs are pouring into the country. Our cities are being hollowed out by spiking crime. The federal government's making it harder for the average family to make ends meet and to attain and maintain a middle-class lifestyle. And our president, well, he lacks vigor, flounders in the face of our nation's challenges, and he takes his cues from the woke mob. I don't think it has to be this way. American decline is not inevitable. It is a choice.
Oh, man. Like, you know, if you were to transcribe that and then get someone else to read it to me, I'd be like, yes, yes. Okay, so I pulled up Barack Obama's announcement. Listen to this.
So
all right.
basically,
I came to believe that through this decency,
I'm sorry to
we can
pause
build
you
a
there,
more
but
hopeful
the
America.
reason that it sounds
why,
great,
in the
but
shadow
the words
of
sound
the old
good,
state capitol,
but there's no
Lincoln
enthusiasm
once called
whatsoever.
on a house
That's like the weakest, most inane speech I've probably ever heard in my life.
dude, it sounded like he typed it into one of those like AI script writers and had it say it for him.
Yeah,
was brutal.
exactly. So the thing that people like about Trump is that he's so enthusiastic about it, right? He's like, you can tell he cares about what he's talking about because he's so enthusiastic about it. Like, let's do this. Like, yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna make the country better. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. Yeah, they're great. Obama, the same thing. Actually, he plays in Obama's initial campaign run speech right after this. You can tell the difference immediately. There's enthusiasm, there's effort and energy put into it. For DeSantis, it just sounds like he doesn't give a shit. I don't understand it. And the things that I said when I first joined is I have three questions to ask you about that.
Okay.
Basically, so there's three scenarios I see with DeSantis, and I want to see what you think about them, if you can, dispel them for me or whatever.
Okay. Go ahead.
First, DeSantis is controlled opposition, meaning he's basically being propped up to distort and rip apart the vote. Because a lot of people do think that DeSantis is better than Trump in many ways. And I think that DeSantis is a good choice, but against Trump, I don't think he's great.
Right.
But in the controlled opposition's perspective, it's people pulling votes away from Trump at the primary to reduce his chance, basically, of being the nominee.
Right.
That's the first one. Second, I think he's being publicized as much as he can to, even if he, basically I think that he's being publicized more by the left so that he will be the nominee and then Biden can beat him, which the poll numbers are saying so far that Biden's up on him by 6 points.
Right. Supposedly that he would be the weaker opposition to beat if he won. Like, let's get the much worse candidate in overall opinion, and then we can go with that. Because Trump's been gone for almost 2 years. DeSantis has been there for 2 years, and people have been just hating DeSantis for 2 years. So, you know, I mean, they're always going to hate Trump. Some people just have that in their brain as like a permanent fixture. But DeSantis has been racking up enemies while Trump has been racking up wins nonstop for 2 years, like getting better and better public opinion as they see, you know, corruption or whatever. But the liberals they're not seeing that with DeSantis.
My third opinion is that they're propping DeSantis up again because Trump has been scoring wins in the lawsuit categories.
Right.
Well, and also the Carrie Lake thing. That has actually helped bolster Trump's approval rating. With Lake, even though they dismissed her case again, but she was able to provide enough information and prove enough in court that kind of proved some of the stuff that Trump was talking about from the 2020 election. So even though he still talks about it sometimes, and he probably shouldn't, I think he should stop doing that. I think that lawsuit, though, they did provide enough information that says, hey, wait, so some of the stuff that he was saying isn't unfounded. Like, some of the claims he made are true enough to say that, like, all right, well, he was saying the right thing in the wrong way. Right. And then on top of that, DeSantis is being propped up so that it makes Trump look worse in a weird way. Like,
it's what they're trying to do for sure.
Yeah. So I don't know which one it is, but I think it's one of the three. And I think all three of them are obviously, like, the left plays really, really dirty games, and they're very good at those dirty games. And they always have a goal in mind, right? There's always something there. There's something in their playbook that they're working towards. Now, what that is the hard thing to tell. But I think overall, it's kind of working out in our favor, if I could say that. I don't know if I want to say it's working out in our favor 100%, but it is definitely working towards their goal, and their goal, I think, is incorrect. I think this is one of the first times that whatever they're working towards is not going to work well for them, and it's going to, like, backfire on them, because all the lawsuits that have been, you know, proposed and set up against Trump have all failed. That makes them look better. That makes it look like they're all the stuff that he's been saying, how they're targeting me, and each lawsuit fails. It looks better for him. So I don't know what your thoughts on those three opinions are, and what you think would happen going forward.
Right. Yeah. So let me get into the chat first. I see Dagnar. DeSantis is too swampy, in my opinion. First time constitutional carry went to his desk in 21, and he vetoed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. From Stephanie, DeSantis has masters that pull a string. Still love him, but for Florida. Yes, that's exactly my position. Okay, so basically the puppet masters said, hey, you can do the opposite of everything that we're doing to look good to the public, which pretty obviously shows that they know that what they've been doing is brutal. So doing the opposite has made him massively popular. But then the second he steps out of Florida politics, he goes to globalist politics, and totally not for that. Good for the
And
next.
that's my worry with him too, is that we've never seen him on a global scale. We don't know what he's going to do at that level of politics. We don't know what his geopolitical strategy is going to be.
Right. Well, it's lock and step with the swamp. That's the answer. Is his outside of Florida politics is what the Bushes tell him, what the Paul Ryans tell him, what all the swampy people that the smart people on the left can't stand from the right. Like, those are the people that would run Ron DeSantis. So
Well, the weird thing is right now, like the people on the quote unquote left are totally in the same ballpark as the Bushes. They're in the Ryans.
Yes.
They like that stuff, and I don't understand. It's not that I don't understand their hatred for him because he has an R next to his name as opposed to a D, but they want the same shit, and I don't like that, and I don't get that.
That's just the globalist plan generally. So it's that's the uniparty. Both sides go for that stuff. They just claim that it's being done in a different way or for different reasons, but same goals, and all sucks.
That's why I don't understand how they got so many of the Trump supporters to back DeSantis. I know a lot of people who were pro-Trump, and all of a sudden now they're like only DeSantis, and I don't
can tell you it's because Fox News, a lot of Fox News type people pretended to be on Trump's side, and then as soon as they found a way to get away from Trump's side, they were taking that. And so they were grooming people forever, a giant chunk of people, to jump off the Trump train as soon as they found anyone that they could say, oh, well, Trump's too divisive. Trump doesn't have the vote with the, like suburban women. I've heard that one. Like there's a lot of people been basically
I think they're missing something though. Like as a person who, again, I didn't vote for him in 2016. I voted for him in 2020, mainly because his policies were good. And if you focus on policies, there's nobody that we've had so far in the last 50 years that's as good on policy.
Yeah, agreed.
But the only thing he's lacking is the social dynamic, and the social dynamic was literally constructed by the media.
Yep.
So people hate him because of the social dynamic, which didn't exist. It was all false.
Right. It's like the reasons you hate him aren't true. It's very difficult to break through and have that conversation. But you're like, listen, I get it. You hate him. You hate the thing that he actually isn't, that is made up. And I agree. Right. It's like if I believed all false things, I would hate him too, but I don't. So we're at a weird standstill.
The only thing you can say and you can actually kind of catch him on is the grab her by the pussy thing.
Yeah.
And totally. Even that is he didn't say he did that.
No.
He said that
I know.
Could do that if you're famous.
Right. He's like, I'm like a billionaire and I can be ugly and fat and whatever, and I could just do that because of my station in life. And it's like, okay, yes. I'm sorry. That's offensive somehow. Straight factual. I see you're done with Roblox saying 1v1 and I'm silver 3 and probably better than him. If by him you mean me, you might be right. Okay? They're not here for my gaming prowess. Okay? This is just to fill gaps. Anyways, going on.
The funny thing about that whole situation though is that name a person who's has laid out policies better than him in the last 50 years. There isn't one.
Right.
Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people who said that they were going to do things that were better, but they never accomplished them. So so at the end of the day, he did do things that were better than every other politician.
Correct. I agree.
So fine, you're wrong there. So, but you can say that. You can say that there's people that proposed better things that didn't accomplish them, which means they're a failed politician as opposed to a person who's not a politician and succeeded in all these categories that people said were impossible. Yeah, got that. But then you go to the things that he did, like going to North Korea. That was an astronomically insane thing to even think that a U.S. president would do.
Yeah.
Amazing. The Abraham Accords, amazing.
Right. Yeah, the Abraham Accords were like top notch by anyone's standard that has a brain.
Right.
Hey, Lamb of God, you talking about the pyramid of far right radicalization? Yeah. Fact sheet. I heard that. I heard they were coming out with something like that. I didn't see it yet, so thanks for throwing that in the Discord. You good for the next? Okay. Yeah.
And then the fact that we now have proof that J6 was co-opted by many FBI and other intelligence agencies, and that was the biggest thing they were trying to push on him. Like he caused this. It turns out the intelligence agencies were all involved in it, so
right.
He didn't do that, especially since they basically took his the things he said, they took him off. Like they shut down his Twitter, so even though the nice things he said, like, hey, go patriotically and like hey, be peaceful and all that shit, they took that off immediately.
Yeah, he brought it to the town hall. That was amazing.
Right. Oh, that was amazing. He's like, I gotta pull it out. Which was kind of like an innuendo kind of thing, that the way Trump does his stuff, which is always hilarious.
Yeah.
It was like, I gotta pull it out. You gotta pull it out.
Just gotta do it.
You gotta lay it on the table. You know, then just thunk.
I saw Crowder do a joke about a bit about that. That was just so funny. Did you see that?
I didn't see Crowder's one, no.
Yeah, so he was saying how the way Trump did it, he's like, it's basically like throwing it out on the table, and then he did a Trump impersonation. He's like, look at it. It was so good. It was like one of the better impersonations he's ever done too. So it was just so insane.
Listen, sometimes you just got to put it on the table, okay?
Yeah. Huge. Yeah, that was
huge.
That was great.
Some people say my hands are small, but they're not. Okay. I don't do a good Trump impersonation, but yeah, I could totally see how you twist that.
But Lamb, just so you know, that is definitely going in the edits. Appreciate that. That is awesome.
But yeah, that, and then the fact that obviously, you know, the Trump collusion, all gone, like all fake. We knew that. We knew that from the get-go, but now it's proven from the Durham report. Even though it's really funny because when Durham got appointed to do that, the left was like, Durham's such a great investigator. He's going to find out anything you have to. He just wait till what he finds out. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to, you know, prove that Trump has been colluding, and the left was super supporting him. And then as soon as he came out with this report saying that nothing really happened, he's appointed by Trump. There's no way he's credible. He can't be credible. Whatever. It's like, okay, bro, like you guys literally supported the guy when he got appointed to this spot, and now, you know, not good. He's bad.
Right.
Jesus Christ. It doesn't make any sense. There's no consistency and there's no credibility if you just change your perspective depending on what the outcome is. Like, that's the opposite of what, you know, you'd expect it to be.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. And they don't have any principled stances. It's like everything just is whatever's convenient, whatever works. And it doesn't matter if they look like a hypocrite 10 times a day.
Right. It's kind of in a weird way, like the outcome is the most important thing, and everything else doesn't matter. And they will do anything they can to get to the point where the outcome matches what they expect. And if that's the case, then there's no legitimacy to anything you say, because you're only your only goal is the outcome. It's nothing else matters. And if that's the case, then there's no actual dialogue. There's no conversation about the topics. There's no anything that's of relevant substance at all. And I can't stand that. That's one of the reasons that I can't stand the left right now. And I'm not saying that I can't. Like, RFK is probably the only person that's on the left, quote unquote, even though they call him a right winger. He's like a true liberal, a person of the real left, like a legitimate left. Like, I support that dude more than I do Biden, 1,000,000% more. And I in some ways, I'd support him more than I support Trump, just because he's like I said, I was a Democrat for so long in my life before we had this conversation.
Sure.
And he's a legitimate, true liberal. Like, that's what I expect from the left side of the party.
Right.
But you know what I mean.
It's like,
left side.
It's like
That's what I expect.
anti-murdering people who are activists, and like war and big pharma, and like literally everything the left stands for. Trump has to like hijack the right to stand for the left, because they won't stand for anything anymore. Like what the left used to be. So it's like we got to be the liberals and the conservatives, because now there's just woke psychopaths on one side, and then everyone else was considered a racist white supremacist if they don't comport exactly with the crazy woke left people. I'm like, like no matter, like you said, you're like, dude, I'm from, like you said, was it Compton? You're like, from Compton, speak Spanish, like lived in all those areas, didn't exactly have a privileged life. And then you're like the colonizer, horrible person, because you disagree about, you know, waving junk in a child's face. It's like, come on, man. Like, there is no argument here. You guys are gone, mentally gone.
Yeah, which is funny to see too, because one of the dudes I grew up with, he's a black dude. He's really, really intelligent, really smart. He's gifted musically, amazing. His name is Fanatic. He's been on like Destiny stream and all kinds of other big streams, and he grew up in a better position than I did financially and economically. His household is better than mine. Overall, his life in total was way better than mine growing up. But then now all of a sudden he's like a super, like, crazy liberal. He went way too far on that path, and now he's like talking about reparations and all that stuff. And
yeah,
I tried to have a conversation with him before, like, bro, like,
what are you talking about?
You had an amazing life.
So you think I owe you? Like you remember me growing up? You think I owe you something, dude?
He's like, yeah, but you know, you've gone further in life than I have. Like, yeah, because I worked my ass off to get to where I'm at. And he's like, well, it's because you're white. You go, okay.
You're like,
not because I invested tons and tons of time into fixing my life, coming from a place that was like absolutely terrible.
Right.
So obviously I'm going to work harder to get to the point where I don't have to worry about that shit. And he's like, well, no, yeah, but you got the opportunities because you're white. I was like, oh, okay.
Like,
so I joined the military, almost died hundreds of times.
Like which you couldn't have done, right? Like, like you had no chance, no opportunity to do that.
Yeah. And instead of you joining the military like I did, and like going through all kinds of crazy shit and earning my, ability to pay for college, from doing my service, you decided to play churches and, make $150 a day playing piano at churches. Hey, do what you do, but you can't say that I didn't put in a little bit more effort than you did.
Sure.
And he's like, well, no, because I wouldn't have the same opportunity. I'm like, you didn't join the military. You would have had the same fucking opportunity. So, no, it's not right because you're white. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
We grew up like a few blocks away from each other.
Yeah. Well, I'm seeing from Lamb, he said, the left got corrupted by the Marxists. No other way to describe it. Yeah, exactly. And Reagan said that. He's like, if the communists ever show up, or actually he said fascists, if it ever shows up, it'd come in the form of liberalism. But basically all the destructive totalitarian ideologies got stuffed into the liberal back pocket through the activist college professors. And then they raised a legion of professors who raised a legion of now like elementary through high school teachers. And now we got all the marketing degree people coming out saying that like the Dylan Mulvaney thing is a good idea. Like, and they all legitimately think that they're like amazing marketing people because that's what they were taught in college for 4 years.
No, they're amazing. They are amazing marketing people to target a specific audience who doesn't have any money to buy anything.
Yes, exactly.
Great idea. Focus on the people who don't have any money to make any purchases. Right. That's a fantastic idea.
The people with no money and no children and no ambition. Right. like literally, it's like no. This is what we need to have. And the left and that side, that whole side, their biggest thing is victim blaming. Like that's what they do all the time. So it's like, you get beat up by somebody in the street, it's your fault because, this or that reason, or we can't hate George Floyd because, it's not his fault. It's your fault. It's everyone else's fault except the person who shot someone in Alec Baldwin's situation. I've said that before.
The real funny thing is the fentanyl that was given to George Floyd could have been stopped if fucking Congress passed the budget to build the rest of the wall.
That's true. And then he wouldn't have been acting crazy because he was, on enough to drop an elephant. Like then he probably would have acted differently. Just saying.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it was a speedball, so he had fentanyl and crack in his system when he died.
Right. You're not in the most rational situation when you have that.
Right. But hey, you can't talk about that because that's racist.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm just like, dude, get out of here. So anyway, the point is that they took that victim blaming mentality and then they went to college and got into all the corporations and the marketing or whatever. And now they have used that exact same thing. Sorry for the destruction there. It's annihilated, Keegan. But they're using that exact same thing in their marketing where they're making this shit that nobody wants. Nobody wants Indiana Jones to get outshined by some no-name chick, okay? Like, nobody wants Dylan Mulvaney to be the spokesman for the redneck beer, okay? Nobody wants Target to have toddler tuckable underwear or bathing suits or whatever.
Like, that shit pissed me off.
Right, oh yeah. Like, I got 3 kids. I don't want to see that shit. I won't be going in there. There ain't a chance in hell. And so the point is, they're now blaming all the people that won't buy the horrible shit that they're making. They're like, no, it's your fault because you're a horrible person with terrible ideology and racist and whatever. You should just buy it. And it's like, no, that's not how marketing works. That's not how America works. Like, it's a meritocracy. You make something great, and if it's great, generally, a lot of people will like it. They'll buy it. You get rich. Everyone wins. And it's like, so they're trying to flip that over and eliminate our choice, and then it's just, big daddy government gives you what they're going to give you and you shut up and take it, and that's it. So I just got so fired up about the Target thing again. So the
Target thing is funny though. Did you see their stock drop 20%?
I saw their stock fell off a cliff. And like, I'm not like I'm not like in the stock market or all the time or anything, but their stock plunged, and there's a lot of people with Target stock. Like, that would take a lot of people dumping to drop that far that fast.
Yeah, which is it's kind of funny because it was kind of created by the Bud Light thing. And people keep saying like, oh, Bud Light's going to recover. They're going to be fine. Oh, okay. You can say that.
Yeah,
but
no. They've been gaslighting everyone that like the boycott has done nothing and they're fine and it's just a couple of racists, whatever. And it's like, no, dude. They've been lying about everything forever. They're lying about this, and Bud Light is getting Anheuser-Busch is getting destroyed by this.
Well, the Bud Light thing is funny because it wasn't even specifically the Dylan Mulvaney stuff. It was that it kind of like, they played into that obviously, giving that endorsement. But then it became, oh, well, Bud Light's the trans beer. And then it became the gay beer. So now people don't want to buy it at bars because they don't want to they don't want to buy a Bud Light and people think that they're gay. So guys, you know, they're trying to hook up with some chick or whatever. They don't want to have a Bud Light in their hand because, like, oh, well, he might be gay.
That's funny. It's like
So then it's like,
the earring
all right,
in your right ear, left ear, or whatever. It's like the Bud Light is the same thing now, the 2023 version.
Exactly. It literally became that. So dudes are not going to buy that, and they're not going to buy it at parties. They're not going to buy it for parties. They might have like a 6-pack and a cooler somewhere, and just like, you know, so people can like claim their identity or whatever. Because if you remember, everything now is a virtual signal. Everything is a virtue signal. It's you can if you have the certain colors on your car or certain colors in your like your wardrobe, you are now that thing. So now this becomes an extension of that, and now a Bud Light is an extension of what your, you know, sexuality is. And it didn't mean to become that. I don't think that was what they were intending, but it did. And they're just paying the price for it so bad. And they keep saying, like, these news reports are like, oh, it dropped 8%, it dropped 12%, it dropped 15%. Yeah, that's like quarter over quarter, or month over month. It's not actually what their stock dropped a fuck ton.
Right.
Like a metric fuck ton. They lost like $20 billion.
Yeah, last I saw was 15, but like, who's counting? I mean, it's a nutso amount of money, and they're counting it the same way that like the Biden administration is counting like inflation and like how the, you know, the economy is improving, and like we got all these jobs and everything, and you know, everyone got a raise. It's like, okay, like we all got a raise. They didn't drop
$20 billion. It would have been $8 billion before inflation, so it's only $8 billion.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, the point is you're totally correct. They keep trying to reframe something. I mean, I was I played catcher in baseball, okay, like a long time ago. And so framing was part of the game where you would grab the ball and then you move your mitt ever so slightly to make it look like the pitch was better than the pitch actually was. And very occasionally, especially if you're good and you don't go overboard, you can make the umpire believe that a ball's a strike, like pretty consistently. But if you go overboard, which I've seen with framing, there were some catchers where they'd catch the ball, and every time they caught the ball, they would bring it all the way to the very center from no matter where it was. So eventually the umpire was just pissed off because they're like, dude, like, you're making it so I can't do my job. Like, I can't see where the ball originally landed. It's so freaking obvious that you're framing. And then, you know, you lose that support. You lose the benefit of the framing, essentially. And that's what's happening to the media. That's what's happening in this case, all of these boycotts and stuff. And Trump, especially with Trump, because everything, they frame it from, like, Trump said, hey, I'm going to get a glass of water, to Trump, you know, drank from the same thing as Kim Jong-un.
Trump was taking the life existence of fish at dinner. So
the reframing is so absurd so often that people just don't trust any of it. They're just like, oh yeah, no, you're just lying, period. And you just get proven that you're lying, period, over and over and over again. So the
which is
framing
weird,
is
but I'm
gone.
okay with that. I'm good with them basically exposing themselves on how bad they are.
Oh yeah.
And the people understanding it at this point. And it was even worse when people didn't see it. Now I'm okay with them seeing it now. Like, if it's actually being exposed and people are seeing and understanding what's happening, I'm totally cool with that.
Yeah, we're at the point now where, like, basic non-political people are making comments in daily conversation about how messed up these guys are. And that's awesome.
I agree.
And it gives me hope, you know, I'm
going to head out, dude.
Oh, you're good. You're good. All right.
All right, brother. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too. See ya. Lamb, Target lost $9 billion in a short time. Dang! That is a very short time. Like, that just started. Stephanie, glad there's no Target near me. That's awesome. Dagnar, I try not to shop anywhere with Pride anything. That's difficult, man. I had said that in like a previous video that like so almost all corporations pander in some way at some point for money because they're just trying to, I mean, they're just trying to appease everybody. And some of the time that's okay, but only if it's the group that wants to buy the thing. So that just makes logical sense. But if you're pandering to the wrong group, to the wrong people who normally buy the thing, like you're just forcing ideology on people, and nobody likes that.
Hey, listen, man. I don't really know how to say this other than to just say it. I am not a political rapper.
Yeah, Stephanie said Walmart's a necessary evil for your party, your family of 6. I am with you. Got great value cheese, great value chips, great value sour cream. Had some great value sausage the other day. Bobo brand everything. Oh, you're good, Beans. I'm not worried. We're trying. We're just trying to get to level 110 and go over politics for this rocket pass. Been a rough week, dude. Sorry to hear that. Hope things are getting better for you. Dagnar, saying unfortunately true, yeah. I'd love to shop at Chick-fil-A and Publix every day. Although, McDonald's like tripled their menu price of everything. Like, you can't even get cheap food anymore at cheap places. Oh, dude. Yeah, wife's in the hospital? Yeah. Prayers out for you, dude. Hope she's able to make a recovery. That's definitely a rough one. All right, Lamb. Yeah, do good in school. You know the mission. Get that degree. Get those skills. Don't be a commie. Very difficult. Kidneys. Yeah, that's tough, dude. My grandpa had to get dialysis like twice a week for the last decade of his life, roughly. Not even 30. Yeah, that's terrible, dude. Sorry.
Talk about everything I see going on in life. So if you want to put my music in a genre called life music, real life music, music with a message. That's what I make, dog. That's what I've always made. And that's what I'm always gonna make.
Yeah. Yeah, no, RG, I understand what you're saying. Definitely. See how we'll keep tabs. RG Bean's wife.
Solve them. It's like a family reunion when I see y'all at a concert. And my fans have my back. Hate us if your feelings don't like facts. And my fans will fight back. Beat you with the keyboard you've been using to write back. And everybody bitter that we've been doing it bigger. If you're triggered, we ain't tripping. We know you don't get the picture. We all better than ever. We got each other whenever we need a friend, and a bond is thicker than genuine leather. Me and my fans, we don't care what anybody says.
Oh man, they got the turtle dude in there. Oh shh. Okay, got the diamond on their side. Nice pinch. Dude. Oh, no, you didn't. Dagnar, is Edit Jeff or Conspiracy Jeff playing tonight? You've scored too many goals. That's pretty funny. Yeah, it's like... Yeah, that's pretty good. Gamer Jeff just absolutely sucks. So you're like, something suspicious here. Who's holding the controller? Woo! I did like adjust my controller settings because the first few times I was playing this, I didn't even have them mapped. So I had like buttons missing, but I was just doing the best that I could. So it's a little better now. Oh, we lost B. Oh, shoot. Dropping this one in. Oh, that's all right. We're holding it down. If you can get back. Round's still going. It'll let you rejoin. We are savagely increasing the lead. 2v. Oh, they just had someone leave out of shame. It's 5-1 right now. Yeah, they forfeit. We just made him forfeit. We just 2v3'd and whooped that ass. That was awesome. Yeah, you're good. That was destructive. They came into our hood, caught that ass whooping, what just happened. I need one more of these free challenges for the season. Got the 200 goals, assists, saves, 35 epic saves, or saves, regular saves. Maybe they can get that. Well, the other one's like goals or saves. I mean, I am doing better in the saves, but it's 200. I'm at 68. Last option is the tourney. No. Let's see where I'm at. 16. So that's the one I need to do. Really? Yeah, you're like a couple away. That's brutal. He was just restarting the modem to get back in. Yeah. Yeah, Beans wouldn't just drop us like that. But we did just absolutely slay them anyway. So that was pretty awesome. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. Maybe it's the nachos, but I've just been freaking crushing. What? I don't know. It's gotta be something.
Republicans or liberals, it's mental illness. The internet is only interested in left opinion. Cancel culture's got more power.
He's saying it's the crap stuff that Xfinity gave him. Because we were thinking about switching. Beans that got dropped out. He's saying Xfinity, his modem, like, cut. I was thinking about switching to them because the speed is so much higher. But I'm just like, is it worth it? And I kill my streams midway. And I'm just imagining doing like 4 videos and then having it die and then me losing that, like having the file corrupt. Like, oh, now we gotta pretend that we didn't just watch these 3 songs and do it all over again. Okay, it's saying if you get your own hardware, it might be better. I could see that. Dagnar, if you ever wake up with a sore neck, I suggest getting a Japanese style pillow. It's a round pillow to cradle the neck. Like this one? Solid. How do you get level 4? What does that mean? Got people in Discord speaking different level. That was a good chat with Mike Ross. That was pretty cool. So he came in when we were doing the game. So I paused the music and then I played Ron DeSantis. Well, it was Tim Pool playing Ron DeSantis' announcement. And I agree. It was brutal. Like it sounded like a robot was reading it. Like one of those AI chat things where you translate a script and have AI read it out to you. I was like, oh man, this is bad. We're definitely in agreement on that he's a very good governor though. I'm not complaining. We went to Florida that twice last year or the year before. Yeah, the year before. 2 years ago, we went to Florida twice. Kick ass. Because, like, even in Georgia, people were acting stupid with the Rona stuff still. And Florida was done. They were done with it. They were just awesome. Oh, okay, Dagnar. Yeah, Stephanie says no heartbeat to that announcement. Honestly, I think he has puppet strings, okay? So he did good for Florida. He meant to do good for Florida. I don't think he's controlled opposition like a total fake. I think he's just got to feed himself, okay? And so they're like, hey, here, we're going to contribute to you, do what you want, do what's best for Florida. And then they come knocking with that, hey, you owe us a favor, remember? So you need to change your tune about this, and you need to support that, and you need to, and then eventually they start pulling on those puppet strings, and we saw that. We saw the glimpses of that, and now we're not on Team DeSantis for president. He's still good for Florida, Because they haven't said, you know, destroy Florida. Although Dagnar said that he vetoed constitutional carry, which is stupid. I don't know why you would do that.
What's lethal about him? Old age, stroke face, a relapse going back to his old ways, a suicide because no fame.
Even Kemp did that in Georgia. Like, you got to get out of here.
Target, I feel bad for killing. You rap fast, but every bar's filler. We kept lethal, but we lost Miller.
Bean said, sorry guys, it's thinking.
Go look up satire.
I'm back. All right. There he is.
You got flat tires. I'm a visionary. You a parody.
Parody.
Your catalog is embarrassing. You pushing 40. Your style is corny. Stop rapping and do some parenting. Fuck. I guess it's that time of the year. Hi. I'm here to revive your career. Guy, you come off so fucking weird. Is 2019 just admit that you're queer? I don't expect to get a tight
Happening
response.
again.
Life crisis
Beans.
from writer's block. Even though it'd be nice to talk to a rapper who can't even write a song. Wow, look at you now. I'm selling out shows in your town. Your demographic, all old ladies. You don't appeal to a younger crowd. You ain't mainstream, you ain't underground. You a specific brand of fucking lame. Your triple time flow hella boring. How you say so much and have nothing to say? You are all
Oh, okay. Restarting game.
you are
Yeah.
insignificant. Fall back.
Came in, but it wasn't all the way in.
Small Mac, you can restart and then not rap. Picture your life. Flipping burgers, go get me some.
I got some Winston vibes.
One apple pie on the side. David, I'm
Where, like, it was hard to get everyone in the same match together.
said it wasn't about me. Come on, just be honest. You spoke
This
up
is
fast
not
and
the
then
first
over
rodeo.
started turning against you. It fucks up your pockets. You're backpedaling. You don't have enemies. You're afraid to have to deal with that energy. You're lying and trying to make up a save. You said it, you meant it. David's too late. Oh dear, I can't believe I have to set this shit straight.
There you go.
Old ears. I hope you hear exactly what I say. Man, I'm here. You said you did it.
Invite gone.
My name, dog. So here, I'll say it so you don't forget again. It's Tom McDonald.
I did try. Let me know if you got it. Send another one.
Welcome to your life. There's no turning back.
Getting errors. Oh, no. Oh, wait. Looks like we're in. We're in. I don't know how it does that. All right, you ready? Yes, that was stupid, but we're moving up to platinum right here. Sick of gold. Been platinum for like years, and then somehow I got down to gold. I gotta get back up. Then we'll leave and do Rumble, because I can't afford to lose the platinum right away. For my own ego. Dang. Nachos! Son of a... Really, dude? Sitting here. All my nachos. Unreal. Oh, yeah, this is not good. Oh, Keegan! That was such a good save. Wow. Okay, faked. I faked it. That was more what people were used to. Embarrassed. Oh, good bump. Get out of here. People are... Yes! Yes! All right. We're back. Get the nachos stuck together. That's one nacho.
If you lie to the government, they'll put you in prison. But when they lie to all of us, it's called being a politician. You think taking guns away will save our kids from the killings?
Oh, shit.
Choice, abortion kills way more children. If America's so terrible and racist,
Dude, you went up for that.
encourage immigration.
Ah, Nacho guy's annoying. Magical good luck nachos. Dang, dude. Dagnar, chat. I gotta read that. Second. Oh, nice. It says pulled a bowl of frozen chili out of the freezer tonight for dinner and added a quarter cup of my spicy salsa, and it's showing itself. Laid. Yeah, Nacho on their team is definitely decent. He's not bad. Dude, whatever. Get out of our face. No excuses. Serious? Nachos? Nah, get out of here with that crap. Huh? He's like, I don't have a team. Good game. Like, game's over because he doesn't have a good enough team. What a freaking tool. It's 3-3. It was 3-2. He's over there trashing his team like that in the chat. That's toxic, dude. It's supposed to be Nacho. Dude, they're getting a little bit dicey. Got some infighting. See, you shot right over him. He's like busy angry typing at this guy. I don't think they're bots. I think they're just kind of stupid. What? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, they're writing like Spanish slang sentences. Yeah, I'm seeing it. So yeah, they're just trashing each other in Spanish. So they're not bots. They're just right. Yeah. Sorry, my chat said they're bots. So like the stream chat said that they're bots. No, we're keeping it here, sir. Yes. Ah, I thought that was going to be a lot better app than it was. Get out of here. Oh, I touched it, but that didn't do a lot of good. Oh, bots meaning bad players. My bad. I'm not down with the lingo. I'm only at gold. Nacho's always trying to be fancy and shit. Oh, sorry. Crunched. What?
Cloning facilities, indie contracts say worldwide. Label contracts say universal. For all of time in all forms, they own all your music, your image, your name, and your person. Weird, right? I know you don't think that is facts, but for 50,000 and a hair sample, you can clone your dog or your dying cat. It's another way for them to win the war by weaponizing important celebrities. Don't kill your foes, just clone their gods. Then you'll control all your enemies. The executions have been televised, though. They're on TMZ like a night. They take our heroes, give us weaponized clones. The revolution won't be televised. I can't be replicated. Copy the attitude and it changed, but no one will ever do me the same. I can't be replicated. Try to control me, then guess again. Rebellion lives in my DNA.
Bro, you're shitting me. Nacho, you. Yeah, I got out nachoed for sure. Totally out nachoed. Totally. I'm busy reading Dagnar's salsa recipe. My defenses were down. He says his salsa has about 10 jalapenos, 10 poblanos, 5 habaneros, and 10 tia chiles, say it, per gallon. Okay, per gallon. I was about to say, like, dude, your anus is gonna be screaming. But yeah, for a whole gallon, that's a little bit okay. Sounds good. Sounds hot. Yeah, RG. You know, we can't win them all. That was a tough one. Good game. Nacho was a tool. Good for next. Rumble. Yeah, let's go to Rumble. I'm good with it. Oh, I got Zombified playing. Good song. There's so many of these songs that I want to get to from these good artists, but I only move at the pace that I can produce. So I have like 5 videos I have not edited. I'm like, I added a song today, but I'm like, I can't just do straight up music streams because I'll never get them edited and posted. I have to. That's where the gaming comes. A lot less edit intensive. It's just fun. That being said, I definitely want to check out some more of the Falling in Reverse stuff because I've heard 2 songs only. That's it. So this one and Watch the World Burn. Really like both songs. Oh. Get out of here. Dang. I gotta play Zombified while playing Left 4 Dead. That's gonna be iconic. Gotta do it. Yeah! Get out of here. Thank you, Beans. Got a CD bundle from Tom and all of NF's stuff. I've listened to one NF song. It played earlier in the stream. Story. Heard that's good too. So I've heard there's a bunch of Ren stuff that's good, which there's a big time mixed bag on people who love or hate Ren. I have noticed. And then for NF, I've heard that they're I don't know, like the controlled opposition of that movement. I don't know. I don't have enough information to make any decision about that. Just the one really epic song story. I've heard 2 songs. Oh, dude. Oh, good save. I just posted today, second song from Upchurch. So I did Bloodlines. Wow, that was epic. First, and then I just did Travelers with Armando. I just posted that, which was audio only, but people are watching the hell out of that video for what it is, so I'm definitely happy about that. Get out of here, boy. And you. And you! 3 demos. Awesome. So awesome. I whacked him, but he didn't let go of the ball. That's stupid. Yes. Oh, wow. That was a good save. That was a good save. Respect. All right. Out of here. I just totally whiffed. That was epic. This way. I love the bump. Who bumped me? This was so great. Whacked him. You punched him, and then I dragged it, and then somebody knuckled me on the way in. That was pretty awesome. Calculated. Yep. RGB says, sorry, I have cat in face. That's hilarious. Oh, wow. That was a pretty epic missed opportunity. Whoa. Oh, shit. Brutal. Okay, so serious question, because I need help with the production. Do you guys think the thumbnail is cool? Because I was thinking of making like different thumbnails for different games that are just kind of outrageous, with like me superimposed over like whoever the game is, you know, like my face in the Call of Duty person, and my face is me animated into a Fortnite character. You know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff. I'm just trying to see, would that actually help for the stream if I just like, I have a gaming stream, so then I just make an outrageous thumbnail of me playing that game? Or is that just stupid and you prefer no thumbnail whatsoever that a lot of people do? Works for me, creative. Okay, yeah. I have fun with it, for sure. Dang, that was a rough one. All right, funny in a good way. Okay. We can put Edit Jeff in charge of thumbnails for gaming streams. That's the last one. Yeah, you're good. Well, I got my weekly challenge. Guys, we got 12 days left, and part of it I'm on vacation. So I'm probably going to be reduced to having to do a tournament. Then again, I also got to get the 8 more levels. That should be okay. Dang. Yeah, he says the cat was trying to push his thumbs while he was playing. Jeff Phelps put Gorilla Jeff in charge of the thumbnail. That's funny. I actually saw a gorilla suit, my first gorilla suit picture from like when I started all this stuff. Because that was just a Halloween costume I had from like a bunch of years ago. And so what happened was I made a TikTok video trashing Biden, right? And Hunter Biden. It was awesome. And it started to go viral on TikTok. It got to like 20,000 views or something in like that, like instant. And then the second it got there, it got taken down, censored. I got like a strike or whatever, or nudity. Not kidding. Totally not joking. So I had my account struck and they deleted my video for nudity. And there was no nudity. So then the next video I made was me wearing the full gorilla suit because I was like, I'm just making sure that you can tell that I'm wearing clothes. So like I had a full gorilla bodysuit on because, you know, the previous video was just me talking, but apparently they thought there was nudity there. So yeah, it was me being a smart ass. So I wore the gorilla suit to like overcompensate for their lack of perception of my clothing. Just a joke. But this was fun. Billy, oh man, poor Billy. He's like, yay, I made it, as I make my closing remarks here. Sorry. Got another one. Anime Heaven. Hi. Hello. What's up? Should have seen in that Rumble. I got their entire team blown up with the demo. Dagnar says, wear the gorilla suit wearing a bikini and remake the video. That's funny. Dude, I had an idea to try and get sponsored by Manscaped and then like wear the gorilla suit and pretend to shave myself. Because obviously gorillas are covered in fur. I was like, this works on so many levels. I could get to wear the gorilla suit. Hopefully I'm getting some cheddar thrown this way. And then I've pictured an amazing green screen edit of me like in the jungle, shaving my nards in the gorilla suit, you know, making all the puns necessary to make that work. So that's a dream for the future. Quality. Dang, dude. Webby and Echo. Did I say that right? Echo did a 4-hour show for $25. That's really cool. Yeah, some of these people, they know what's up and they don't murder you for tickets. I saw like, I think it was Taylor Swift had some tickets not work or something for some dude. So then he rebought them like the day of the show for like thousands of dollars. Of course, it was some like corporate dude with was loaded out the wazoo paying for his like 10-year-old daughter, and money was no object. Oh yeah, and then he's just selling his own stuff. That's cool, man. Yeah, some of them are like real people, you know. You can identify with them. They work hard, all that. Really cool. Nice. All right. Well, this was great. I'm rolling out. I appreciate you guys coming. I'll put more into the thumbnail. I did that in like 2 minutes, so it's gonna be some ridiculous stuff. Now, I've never even heard of Echo, so throw a comment or hit me in Discord, Twitter, just all the places. Here, I'm not gonna see it again because I kind of delete my lives, but if you suggest a song somewhere, I'll check it out. Dagnar, you couldn't pay me to watch Taylor Swift. That's funny. All right. I'll see you guys.